I caved, guys. I caved. My head was telling me, you don't need this bag, but my heart, I lost all control. I lost all control. And honestly, I'm so glad that I did because this bag is absolutely stunning and I can't wait to show it to you. But before I show it to you, I just wanted to say that even after I show it, please stick around because this is technically supposed to be a luxury haul. But I just wanted to show you the bag first because I'm too excited and I just need to get it out of the way because otherwise I can't focus on talking about anything else. But I have some other amazing pieces to show you in this video. We have some Loewe, some ready-to-wear pieces, accessories, shoes, like there's some really nice pieces. So even after I show you this bag, you're gonna want to stick around, okay? But no more waiting, let me show it to you because otherwise I'm going to explode from excitement. So let me introduce to you the newest member to my handbag family, the Bottega Veneta Parachute bag, and this is in the size large and in the color pine cone. Here she is. Unbelievable. It looks so much better on camera than I thought it would. I didn't think that it was going to pick up the color, like this ring light setup. I didn't think that it was going to pick up the color, but it does, and it looks so beautiful, which just makes me even more excited for this bag. Now, let me tell you, I had plenty of concerns about this bag, but let's talk about everything one by one because otherwise this video is just going to turn into complete chaos, as usually my videos tend to do. But anyway, so let's start with a quick overview. And I feel like the name Parachute is so fitting for this bag, but in the bag world I would just call this like an oversized bucket bag style, tote bag style, if that makes any sense. I love that it has a structured bottom, but I am surprised that it doesn't have back feet. And I'm even more so surprised about it because the new Bottega Ciao Ciao bag does have back feet. And as a matter of fact, I kind of compared them both. I played around with them both. And so I was very surprised. Yeah, I think I should do a separate video, like a comparison video between this bag and the Andiamo and the Ciao Ciao because they're similar, but they're also so different. But anyway, back to the bag feet. So I was surprised that this bag doesn't have back feet and the Ciao Ciao does, is because the Ciao Ciao is super slouchy and the back feet doesn't protect the bottom part of the bag whatsoever because the slouch, it still touches the ground even with back feet. With this one, however, I think that if it had back feet, it would actually make a difference. So I don't know why this one doesn't have back feet and the Chow Chow does. Not that I'm ever eager to put my bags on the ground, unless it's on a plane in front of me. Then yes, then I can put it on the ground. But anyway, then we have these nice, beautiful, substantial leather top handle straps, and they are comfortable to wear on the shoulder, on the crook of my arm, and also as a top handle bag. And then, as per usual, there is no branding whatsoever except for the little now signature Bottega Veneta knot, which when you look into it over here, it says Bottega Veneta. But other than that, there are no logos, but I feel like the signature intrecciato leather weave by Bottega is branding enough. And now this bag has a magnetic closure. And I absolutely love that about this bag because I feel like lately all of these like medium, large size tote bag styles by almost all designers have had these very unnecessarily complicated closure systems. So to see something so simple that works so well is just, it's amazing, you know, because look, even though it's just one single magnet, it keeps your belongings secure, which is something that I appreciate so much. But at the same time, when you need to actually access your belongings, it is easy to get into. Like there is no hassle, no straps moving, no like extra other straps that you need to deal with. Just a simple magnetic opening. And yeah, I know how ridiculous it sounds that I'm actually grateful for this, but yeah, I love that about this bag. And then when you look inside of the bag, it is just one big compartment. There are no pockets, no zip pockets of any kind, but they do have this like a little D-ring at the bottom, so you can attach a pouch to the bag. In fact, the bag does come with a matching pouch, so it's in the same color, but it is in smooth leather. I kind of wish it was also in the intrecciato leather weave, but I understand that from the design perspective, maybe to kind of balance everything out, it kind of makes sense that it is in smooth leather. So either way, it is Bottega leather, so I appreciate the pouch as well. And now we simply have to talk about the color of this bag, because I feel like it is absolute perfection. In real life, it does remind me a little bit of the Hermes Etoupe, except it's just a little bit softer, a little bit lighter, and also a little bit warmer. But I actually think that it's going to work in my favor because of the color of my skin and the color of my hair. I think that this particular shade of taupe is actually going to match me a little bit better than the Hermes Etoupe. But to be very honest with you, I love them both. And I feel like this is an excuse for like the future Laine, that if maybe one day by some miracle I'll be offered another Hermes bag once again, and if the color is going to happen to be a taupe, I would have an excuse to keep both bags. But anyway, originally I wanted to get this bag in the color fondant because I have really missed having a bag in that color in my handbag collection ever since I sold my Bottega padded cassette. It's a color that I have really, really missed having. But the problem was that with this bag, it is very similar to the Andiamo. And I have my Andiamo in black. So I feel like they would have been too similar. And that's not something I wanted to have. I want to have some diversity. And so that's when I saw this color and I just fell in love. I feel like it's neutral, but at the same time, it's not too plain, you know? And also I love how this particular color, it feels like it highlights the signature Bottega Intrecciato leather weave even more. So it looks even more beautiful than it would on like a black or deep brown bag. So that's another thing that I absolutely love. Now I do have some worries about sagging with this bag because the leather is just so soft, and it's something that you guys also pointed out in one of my other videos, and I completely agree with you. It is very likely that eventually this bag could potentially sag, but honestly I'm just hoping for the best because you know, the heart wants what it wants, and I'm really just hoping for the best. I hope that it's going to keep its shape for as long as possible. And also, you know, the more I thought about it, I feel like it would also give it some character. Like, I don't know, like with the very big, oversized, saggy Birkins, it just gives them more character. And so I hope that this bag would age similarly. Like, when or if it sags, I hope it's just gonna give that extra like effortless cool vibe to the bag. But I don't know, let's see. Overall, I can honestly say that based on my first impressions, this bag exceeded my expectations, okay? And I had been thinking about this bag ever since it came out, because the thing what happened was that it came out literally a few months after I bought my Andiamo bag, and I just simply wasn't ready to spend that much money on a Bottega bag once again. So this whole time I had been considering this bag, I had been thinking about this bag, and so the fact that it exceeded my expectations, it makes me really happy, and it also makes me very excited because the color, the style, the size, absolutely everything is perfect. So yeah, very excited to start wearing it. Okay, and now finally moving on from the bag, I love that big sunglasses are back, like officially back. I love hiding my eyes from people, as well as the extra protection that I get with big sunglasses from my future wrinkles around the eyes. And so I decided to pick up these new sunglasses by Loewe, and it's basically like an oversized pair of aviator sunglasses with a tortoise shell. Very simple, but very cool at the same time. And this is my very first pair of Loewe sunglasses, and there was something that really surprised me. So you know how usually sunglasses come with a cleaning cloth, and usually it's just a plain cleaning cloth. In the best case scenario, you get a little logo at the very bottom of the cleaning cloth. But Loewe pleasantly surprised me, and look at that. On the cleaning cloth, they have the Loewe anagram. And I know that this is such a minor detail, but it's so cool. Like, why don't all brands do something like this? It looks so nice. And I feel like for me, it's these little things, it's the attention to detail that really makes it feel like luxury. So, yeah, really appreciate that. Back to the sunglasses, I feel like aviator style is the style that perfectly suits my face. It is timeless, so these are going to look particularly nice in the winter with a fluffy coat or some fluffy knitwear, and also on the beach. These are going to be amazing for the beach because, again, the sun protection with such big sunglasses is something that I really, really appreciate and love. So yeah, very excited for these. And then I have a couple of ready-to-wear pieces to show you as well. Now, I know it's spring, but I saw this coat on 24S and I just couldn't stop thinking about it. And so this is a faux fur coat. It's a short one, and it's by a brand called Stand Studio, and they have absolutely stunning faux fur coats. And it's in this magnificent, beautiful, like green, black green color, and it is just absolutely stunning. It is, who is that diva? Okay, whoever wears this coat, that's what they're gonna think. They're gonna be like, who is that diva? And it's gonna be me. Okay, that sounds very bad, very snobby, but anyway, this is very outside of my comfort zone. I would usually go for something much more neutral. Like, for example, recently I picked up this Zara coat. I'm not supposed to be shopping on Zara, but there was something that I was looking for, and usually Zara is the place when you have searched high and low for whatever you're looking for on every other website, and then you give up and you go on Zara. And I didn't find the thing that I was looking for, but I found the coat. So let me show you the other coat as well. Okay, so this is the Zara coat. You see, it is much more neutral. This is more of a day-to-day coat for me, and I'm actually surprised with how much I have worn it, considering I live in Spain and it's supposed to be warm here, okay? But this winter has been rough for us, and so I have been wearing this coat a lot, like very, very frequently. And by the way, look how beautiful it looks with the parachute bag. It's the perfect match. I just love how they look together because it's like basically it has a little bit of the same color inside of this coat. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's like the perfect match. Anyway, Zara, okay? Zara, they always get you. Even when you have given up on Zara, you can always find something on Zara. So anyway, back to the Stan Studios coat, and as you can see, this one is much more bold, is more of a fashion statement type of coat, and I feel like it's going to be perfect on those very dark, sad winter days when you're just feeling so low and you don't really want to dress up. But you know how sometimes when you're feeling very bad about yourself, you look your best? Like you just want to somehow make yourself feel better. And so I feel like this coat is gonna do that for me. Sometimes I'm just gonna wear it because I love it, because it's fun. And sometimes I'm gonna wear it because I need something to cheer myself up. Yes, I am putting a lot of pressure on this coat to make myself feel better, but I feel like it's capable of doing so. Like, look at it. It is absolutely gorgeous. And then I also picked up 2 new pairs of jeans, and I wanted to share this because I am very, very picky with my jeans. It usually takes me like, I have to try on maybe 50 pairs of jeans, and the worst part is I'm not even exaggerating, okay? I think I actually tried on at least 50 pairs of jeans until I found a pair that I really like. And so I was looking for a pair of jeans that would be straight fit, but also wide leg. So I didn't want for them to be too oversized, but I also didn't want for them to be too tight. And the problem for me is that I have relatively thick thighs. I've always been very self-conscious about my thighs. And so usually the wide leg jeans, they would like be tight around my thighs and then super massive around my thighs, which is something that I encountered with most of the jeans that I tried on until I found these. So I got them in two different colors. So these are jeans by Massimo Dutti, and this is the pair that I wore when I was playing around with the Bottega bags. This is the perfect light blue, and it's just a timeless pair of jeans. I think that the fit of these is absolutely amazing. The quality is great. So yeah, these ones I already wore, and then I also got the same pair in this darker blue. And again, the color is amazing. They look so expensive. They feel soft. It is just, yeah, I love the jeans by Massimo Dutti. They have my favorite jeans, and I'm so happy that they actually fit me right. So yeah, I just had to share these in case you also share my concerns with thick thighs. And then I also picked up a couple of things after my Murakami styling vlog. And by the way, if you watched that video, thank you so much. I see a lot of improvement for this type of videos for me, but still your support means everything. So thank you to everyone who interacted. I really appreciate it so much. So hopefully the next one is going to get even better. Now let me take this out. So I got this beige tweed jacket from Sandro. I think that it's going to be so perfect for spring. I love the little details. I love that it's so casual with the zip, but at the same time dressy with the tweed. I mean, this is really just such a universal piece to have in my wardrobe, because this thing, it goes with absolutely everything, with every single one of my bags. And as an example, let me show you. Everything is falling apart. But anyway, look at these two colors together. Look at this jacket with this bag. Isn't it perfect? So yeah, really excited about this jacket. I think that the quality of Sandro is amazing. So yeah, love it. And then after my Murakami Nano Speedy styling vlog, it also became apparent that I was in a desperate need of a new pair of sneakers in a pop of color. So I got this pair of Adidas, and I got the Gazelle sneakers in the most beautiful turquoise blue color. Like, just look at it. This color is absolute perfection, and it goes together with my Murakami bag so well. It's the perfect match. The cream stripes, the brown sole, and the turquoise blue. Everything is perfect. In fact, could this work with the parachute? I don't know. Like, maybe I could try to make it work, or maybe it's just gonna look horrible together. I don't know. I'll sleep on it. I'll see how it's going to, like, maybe if I can make it work. But other than that, I think that these are so pretty, and I was only able to find this color on My Teresa. And in fact, they have like a reverse version of this shoe as well, where the base of the shoe is in the cream color, and then the stripes are in turquoise. And so I considered that pair as well, but I feel like with the Murakami bag, because the base of it is white, I really wanted a strong pop of color, and I feel like this shoe gives exactly that. So I'm very happy. These are very comfortable. I already have a pair and love these for every day. So that's it from me today, guys. I actually just made another order yesterday with another jacket and another pair of jeans from Massimo Dutti. So don't be surprised if you see me during my Chanel vlog in another new pair of jeans. But anyway, yes, because Chanel vlog is coming next week. I'm so excited. But anyway, sidetracked as per usual. That's just me. So thank you so much for watching. I hope I'll see you again soon, and stay safe, everyone.